Let's do it. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudire Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatim Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki. आ गया जी, आपसे थोड़ा बात कर सकते हैं कभी लोग, ज़्यादा नहीं, दूर दूर रहेंगे तो और दूरियां बढ़ती जाएंगी. तो यहाँ पर भागवतम, इट्स अ ब्यूटीफुल पास टाइम of a king. His name is Parikshit. You can see here King Parikshit sitting here on the floor, and he's talking to a great sage. His name is Shukadev Goswami. This is 5,000 years ago. 5,000 साल पहले Shukadev Goswami instructed Parikshit Maharaj a knowledge which will be useful even today. It's a very beautiful knowledge. Parikshit Maharaj has got a curse. And what is the curse?
You will die in 7 days.
7 days, a flying snake called as Takshaka will come and burn Parikshit to ashes. Because Parikshit by mistake committed an offense. What was the offense? He committed an offense of insulting a great devotee. So Shamik Rishi was sitting in the ashram, and in the just in an impulsive way, Parikshit Maharaj put a dead snake around his neck. Because when Parikshit Maharaj entered the ashram of Shamik Rishi was doing tapasya, and Parikshit thought that he is not welcome, and he was hungry and thirsty, so he put a snake around it, and then he was cursed to die within 7 days. Anyway, but what happened after that is very interesting. Parikshit Maharaj approached all the sages and asked them what should he do. So some of them said that you give donation to the poor people. Some of them said you go and do the parikrama, go to all the holy places. Some of them said that you do fasting, tapasya. But then, ultimately, with the great advice, they said, okay, why don't you go to Shukadev Goswami and ask him, what should we do? So here is the Shukadev Goswami, Parikshit Maharaj, sitting in front of Shukadev Goswami. And you see in front of him, all the sages are sitting here. You see who is this person with the Vena? Narada. And then here is the Vedvyas. All the great personalities are sitting here, and they are hearing, just like you are sitting nicely and hearing. So you are also emblem of great devotees sitting here. You see, to be inquisitive about spiritual knowledge is very rare. So here is the question Parikshit Maharaj is asking. Okay, I'll go to the Sanskrit, English translation. Maybe Prabhuji, can you read the English translation of the here? You are? Yeah, Prabhuji. What is your name, Prabhuji? Bhavik. Can you read the last 3 lines?
So you are the spiritual master of great saints and devotees. I am therefore begging you to show the way of perfection for all persons, and especially for one who is about to die.
The last line, can you read again?
So especially for one who is about to die.
See, he is asking that you are the spiritual master of great saints and devotees. I am therefore begging you to show the way of perfection for all the persons, especially for the person who are about to die. So here is the shloka. Atha pruchhami samsiddhim yoginam paramam guru purushya sheha syat karyam mriyamanasya sarvatha. Mriyamanasya. Mriyamanasya means one who is about to die. So can you please tell me what one should do when the death is right here, next. You have no time to think about it, just right there.
Pray for God.
Huh?
Pray for God.
Pray for God or make an emergency call. Hare Krishna. 911. When somebody is dying, what do you do? Call 911. Is that right? Hare Krishna. You can sit here if you like, so we can talk if you are comfortable. So here Parikshit Maharaj is asking the question that what should one do when one is about to die? So, this question is for all of us because death is going to be coming to all of us. Is that right? Actually, we all forget that we are going to die. Is that right? You see, one time, Yudhishthir Maharaj was asked this question by Yaksha that can you tell me what is the most amazing thing on this planet? And Yudhishthir Maharaj replied that most amazing thing on this planet is that every day millions of people are dying, but the people who are alive, they think that they're not going to die. Is that right? So death is going to come. Is that right? So we all should prepare for the final moment, right? Like if suppose you're going to travel tomorrow to India on a long journey, then won't you prepare yourself for the journey? Like pack your bag and have the passport and tickets and check-in and boarding pass and everything, right? Is it right or not, Anik Prabhu? All of you agree? Yeah. Similarly, the death is going to be there for all of us. So we should all be prepared, mentally as well as spiritually. And here is Shukdev Goswami, Parikshit Maharaj is asking this question. Please let me know what a man should hear, chant and remember and worship, and also what he should not do. Please explain all this to me. So Shukdev Parikshit Maharaj is asking that I'm going to die within 7 days. My death is very near. Can you please tell me how can I die peacefully? What should I do? What should I hear? What should I remember? What should I speak? What should I chant? What should I do? And what should I not do when I'm going to die? At that time, Shukdev Goswami answers the question to Parikshit Maharaj. So here is the answer. Prabhuji, you want to read?
Those
Hare
persons
Krishna.
who are materially engrossed,
Please come.
being blind to the knowledge of ultimate truth, have many subject matters for hearing in human society. Hope and correct.
So what should we hear? This is the question. So here it says, Shrotavyadi Rajendra Nranam Shanti Shastra Saha Apashyatam Atmatattvam Gruheshu Graha Medinam. So Shukdev Goswami is saying that there are many subject matters for hearing. What are the subject matters for hearing? So politics, then sports, then you can think of
News like
news, public news. Okay, what do you hear every day in your day-to-day life? What do you hear? Morning to evening, what do you hear? Movie songs. How about you, Pranav?
Economy, I mean,
Yeah, how the share market is going.
yeah, something like that.
What do you hear? What is your name? Sneha. What do you hear throughout the day? Friends chit-chatting with each other. Is that right? What is the general subject matter of hearing from day to night of everybody? General.
Your market and stuff.
All the material stuff, right? Which is hardly of any use. Right? People are talking about the food. Is that right? People are talking about the job. People are talking about the money. People are talking about PR. And people are talking about their personal stuff. So, Hare Krishna. How are you, Hazel? बढ़िया बढ़िया Hare Krishna Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Nice to see you all. So Shukdev Goswami is saying that people are usually busy in talking about the things which are not required to be learned or known. People are usually, when the exam is coming soon, you guys have exams, right? Like say exam is next week, and then you have a curriculum, a big curriculum. Do you read all the curriculum or just read the important points? Right? You know these are the important things to be read, and then you try to remember that, right? Because the exam is very near. Similarly, the life is in preparation, and what is the examination? And you're about to finish. The finish line, Finish line is when this body is about to be given up. At that time, what you remember counts. What you remember at the time of death counts. Here, I'll tell you one shloka from Bhagavad Gita. And here, Lord Krishna says to us, here, this is a beautiful shloka. Can you all try to recite it? You can try to repeat after me. Antakale chamameva smarana muktva kalevaram yaha prayati samadbhavam yati nashte atra samshaya. What is the translation? Can you read?
And whoever at the end of his life puts his body, remembering me alone at once, attains my nature of death.
There is no doubt. Antakale cha mama eva. Lord Krishna is saying that if you remember Krishna at the time of giving up this body, you will go to Krishna of this. There is no doubt. But then further Lord Krishna says here, Yam yam vapi smarana bhavam tyajante kalevaram tam tam eva iti kaunteya sada tad bhava bhavita. And you want to read?
Whatever state of being one remembers when he quiets his body, O son of Buddhi, that state he will attain without fail.
He's saying that whatever you remember at the time of finish line, when this about to end, the movie is about to end, right? And then you remember, it will come with you in the next life. So you will get it without fail. Actually, there's a beautiful story of a great king. His name was King Bharat, after whose name our India was called Bharatvarsha. It's still called Bharatvarsha, but then British named it as India. But it is Bharatvarsha. And this is after a great king. His name was Bharat, King Bharat. King Bharat was a very great, pious king, very rich, very wealthy. He had all the opulences what one can imagine as a king. But then at a certain time, the king decided to retire. and hand over the kingdom to the next generation. And then he decided that he will go to the forest in the jungle and spend his remainder part of the life in service of Krishna. So he retired, he gave up all these facilities. Like what facilities we have are nothing as compared to the royal kings. Right? But he gave up everything. He just wear a loin cloth and went to the forest. That's it. So that was a real severe austerity he took upon him. And then he went to the jungle, started doing austerities, remembering Krishna all the time. One time, what happened is that he was doing the meditation, and a lion was chasing a pregnant deer. And this pregnant deer was trying to save its life. And to save its life, it jumped over the river. And when it jumped over the river, the deer was so much fearful and stressed out that the deer delivered the baby, in the fear. And then she ran for the life. But Maharaj Bharat realized that this baby is floating and nobody's there to take care of the baby deer. So Maharaj Bharat, out of compassion and kindness, he got up and saved that baby deer from drowning. And as there was no mother to look after the baby deer, Maharaj Bharat started looking after the baby deer. And he was feeding him, making the baby deer sleep, taking that baby deer for roaming around and everything. He was protecting the deer very well. And it so happened that Maharaj Bharat became very much attached to the deer. That natural, right? It became like a pet animal for him. Maharaj Bharat, who gave up every facility available as a king just to remember Krishna, now all the time was thinking about deer, because he got so much engrossed in the deer. And one day, when Maharaj Bharat went to the forest to find some wood for cooking, at that time, somehow or other, the baby deer lost its way. Shri Gaunitai ki Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman Shri Radha Shri Jagannath Shri Baldev Shri Subhadra Mata ki Shri Giriraj Dharan ki Jagat Guru Shri Hari Gaurav. So what was I saying? Maharaj Bharat went to find the wood. And when he came back, he could not find the deer because the deer lost its way in the jungle. And Maharaj Bharat could not find the deer anywhere. He was trying desperately to look for the deer here, there, here, there. Nowhere he could find. We all are attached to this thing. What is that called? Suppose you lose it, what happens? Oh my God, it's terrible. Just like losing your life, right? Because everything is here now. All your contacts, everything, right? Well, multiply that by 100 times. That is what deer was to Maharaj Bharat. So Maharaj Bharat was very desperate to find the deer. In the jungle, in the dark night, he was trying to look for, because he was worried that some animal might attack upon the deer. And he was looking. In the pitch dark, he fall into a big valley and died. But before death, he saw the deer. How? Just his mind was thinking about the deer, so he saw the deer in front of his eyes. Usually you remember, even in the sleep also, when you go to sleep. Sleep is just like a death. Mini death is sleep. What experience you get in the sleep is just like a death. But mini, very short seconds, few minutes. So it's called deep sleep. Deep sleep is just like a death. You are not aware of anything. Like, something happens, nothing will happen. You don't know anything. So at that time, you remember what has happened throughout the day. That's what you carry with you. And the same thing happened with the Maharaj Bharat. He remembered the deer at the time of death. And the scriptures describe this, that next life he got the birth as a deer. That is the next life of Bharat. Similarly, there is another story of a person called as Ajamil. Here is the picture. Ajamil was a very bad guy. He was drunkard. He was thief. He was doing all the bad things you can imagine in his life. But he had a son, and his son's name was Narayan. What was his name? So even though he was all the irreligious person doing all the wrong things in his life, only thing right happened in his life was his son's name was Narayan, and this son was very dear to him. So what happened? When one day, all of a sudden, the death came, he remembered his own son. What was his name? Narayan. So he remembered Narayan at the time of death. That's the final examination. And, the soul is taken from one place to another either by Yamaduta or Vishnudutas. Yamadutas are the messengers of Yama, and Vishnudutas are messengers of Lord Vishnu. Hare Krishna. So Vishnudutas are messengers of Lord Vishnu. So Yamaduta and Vishnudutas, they both came. But then Yamaduta said, this person has done a lot of sinful activities, so he should be punished. But Vishnuduta says, no, he remembered Narayan at the time of death, so he cannot be punished. Now there was a tussle between Yamaduta and Vishnuduta. Yamaduta said that this is our customer, and Vishnuduta said this is our person because he is remembering the time. And then ultimately Vishnuduta took charge of Ajamil, because Ajamil remembered Krishna at the time of death. So what you remember at the time of death saves you. But you can't remember the things all of a sudden. Life is all about preparation here. You see, there's one picture here. Do you know what is this happening here in this picture? Can somebody tell me what's happening here? Yes, go ahead. Yes? Bhishma Pitama, what is happening?
He's laying arrows.
He's on the arrow bed. Yes, there's an arrow bed, and he is on the arrow bed because Arjuna has hit him with the arrows. But what's happening here? What is this scene all about? Do you know? Again, your name, please?
Yes, Shivam.
Shivam, tell me what's happening here, Shivam.
Just it's Bhishma Pitama lying on the bed of arrows.
Do you know? No? Krishna, what is
Yeah,
happening?
it was the time of Mahabharata. He had a boon of the Ichamrutyu, he had Vardhan, and Arjuna threw all the arrows to him in order to kill him. But he was waiting for a time to come so that he can surrender to God. In a good time like Uttarayan, he was waiting for the time, and meanwhile he was laying over all the arrows and remembering Krishna at that time.
Sneha, right? You don't know? No?
I think the Arjuna has released the arrow and thought at the land, and suddenly Devi Ganga started
Okay.
in his
Very
mouth.
nice. All of you said is absolutely correct. I'll just add a little bit more to it, making the point of the today's discussion. Bhishma Pitamaha had a desire that he will give up his life when Krishna is in front of him. He didn't want to give up the life just like that. Ante Narayana Smriti. And for him, Krishna was personally present. So, here Lord Krishna standing right in front of Bhishma Pitamaha and blessing Bhishma Pitamaha. You see? He said, I will not give up my life until I see Krishna. Itana tu karna swami jab pran tan se nikle. So it should be the desire of all of us. You know, giving up this body is compulsory. You can't stay in this body forever. Is that right? Because this body is a temporary facility given to us for maybe a few years, 50, 60 years at the most. Not long. But we have one choice in this body. And what is that choice? When I'm giving up this body, I want to see Krishna. I do not want to see anybody else. I do not want to see my father, mother, boy, children, nobody else. Bhishma Pitama, when everybody was surrounding, Bhishma Pitama said to everybody, please let me focus my mind on Krishna. Do not disturb me anymore. Because now I'm going to give up my body. Is that right? You see, Bhishma Pitamaha remembering Krishna and Krishna remembering Bhishma Pitamaha. Both of them reciprocating each other. I want to show you one more picture here. Do you know this story? Tell me what's happening here.
The crocodile snatched the leg of the elephant.
Mhm.
He was remembering Krishna because at that time he remembered that he took a birth as an elephant, but
Mhm.
he has surrendered Krishna. So he was saying Krishna, requesting him to save from life.
Very nice. So this is a beautiful story. Hare Krishna. This is a beautiful story of an elephant. His name is Gajendra. Gajendra, you can sit on the chair, be comfortable on the chair. Gajendra is an elephant, and this elephant in his previous life was a devotee. His name was King Indradyumna, and he trained himself very much in remembering Krishna. All the time he was chanting Krishna's name. And his mind was so much trained that in the next life, when this Gajendra was swimming in the lake and his leg was caught hold by a crocodile. You see the crocodile catching the leg? The Gajendra was a very powerful elephant, but he was in the foreign land. Gajendra is a powerful elephant of the land, not in the water. So in the water, crocodile is more powerful. On the land, maybe Gajendra powerful, but not anymore. So when his leg was caught hold by this crocodile, Gajendra cried for the help. Help from all his family who was standing around. You see, there are lots of elephants standing around. He said, can you please save me? And nobody could save him. He asked help from all his friends, and nobody could save him. Then Gajendra said, now what do I do? All of a sudden, when his mind was trained in the previous life, that helped him. And he started offering the prayers to Lord Vishnu. And Lord Vishnu came to save Gajendra. And then Lord Vishnu killed this crocodile, and Gajendra was saved. The point I'm trying to make with all these pictures, first picture of Vishwa Pitamaha, second picture of Gajendra, third picture of this Ajamil, fourth picture of this King Bharat. What is the common theme here? What is the common theme here? Okay, let's do one more. Okay, everybody focus. What is the common point? Here Bhishma Pitamaha, here Gajendra, here Ajamil, and here Maharaj Bharat. What is the common theme? Everybody is dying. Is that right? Okay, let's go one more time. Okay. Bhishma Pitama giving up the body. Gajendra about to die. Ajamil dead already. And Bharat dying, almost dying. What is happening? Everybody is remembering something different. Bhishma Pitama is seeing Krishna face to face. Gajendra is praying for Krishna for the help. Ajamil is remembering his son Narayana. And Maharaj Bharat is remembering a deer. I'm going to show you a video now. Okay? Watch this video very nicely. This is a beautiful video. Okay? I hope this video plays here now. Okay, there you go.
If we have any devotion on Sunday, we get a different nature. And if we engage in basic of sensual religion, we get unusual.
And then the karma is that they hope a love hated.
Yeah. And according to the association of different nature, we get a body, karanam gunasammasya, sarasat janmayam. Therefore, we should always seek good associate, devotee associate. Then on life will be success.
So this was a video of Srila Prabhupada, the big picture behind. This is 1977 when he was about to die, just few days before his death. He is almost in comatose condition. You can see here, I will show you here. He is almost about to die, right? And what is he doing? He's unconscious. He has not eaten the food for so many days. He's got diabetic ketoacidosis. He is in comatose condition actually. And you can see that he is dictating Srimad Bhagavatam translation just few hours before his death. So that is his consciousness. So till the last moment he was remembering Krishna. This is a live example, recorded on the videos actually. So he was dictating the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam at that time because Bhagavatam was not complete, translation was not complete. So until the last moment of his breath, Srila Prabhupada was translating this book from Sanskrit into English. You see, he's explaining so clearly. Did you hear it? You want to hear it again? Okay, I'm going to show you this video again. This is a short clip of this 40 minutes video, but I just small clip here. Till the last moment, Srila Prabhupada dictates the purport to Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, 13th chapter, 53rd verse. Vrindavan.
If we have any devotion on Sunday, we get a different nature. And if we engage in basic of sensual religion, we get unusual.
And then the karma is that they hope a love hated.
Yeah. And according to the association of different nature, we get a body, karanam gunasammasya, sarasat janmayam. Therefore, we should always seek good associate, devotee associate.
So Prabhupada is saying that we should always associate with the devotees. Right? So the idea of showing me all these examples for today's talk is that Srila Prabhupada's disappearance day was day before yesterday. We celebrated Srila Prabhupada's 40th disappearance day. And Lord Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, what is Krishna saying? Here is the shloka we read. Yam yam vapi smarana bhavam tyajante kalevaram tam tam evaiti kaunteya sadatad bhava bhavitam. What is the translation? Jishnu, you want to read loudly for us?
Whatever state of being one remembers when he quits his body, O son of Kunti, that state he will attain without flaw.
Fail. So Lord Krishna says, whatever you remember. So Maharaj Bharat remembered a deer. So he got the birth of a deer. Vishwa Pitama remembered and saw Krishna face to face. So he could go to Krishna Yoga. Gajendra remembered Lord Vishnu, and Vishnu came and saw Gajendra personally. So Srila Prabhupada until last moment remembered Krishna. How do you do that? How do you remember Krishna? Last moment. So the next part of the line is Tam tam evaiti kaunteya. So you say Yam yam vapi smarana bhavam tyajante karavam. Tam tam evaiti kaunteya sada tad bhava bhavita. So what is the next part? With your activities dedicated, with your whatever the state he will attain, and with your next part of the shloka is Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu mamanusmarana yudhyacha mayarpita manobhatir mamaeva shashya samshaya. So what is the translation there? The Krishna is giving the way how we can remember Krishna. What is that said? Prabhuji, can you read? Yeah.
Therefore, Arjun, you should always think of me and at the same time carry out your prescribed duty of fighting with your activities dedicated to me and your mind and intelligence fixed on me. You will attend me without doubt.
Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu mam anusmarana yudhyacha. So therefore, we should practice our life in such a way that we always remember Krishna. So tasmat sarveshu kaleshu. Sarveshu means all the time. Kaleshu, all the time we should remember Krishna. Mam anusmarana yudhyacha. So you fight remembering Krishna. So while doing our activities, we should think of Krishna. Then you will go to Krishna for sure. So all this while Bhishma Pitama, he was fighting the war. What was he doing? While fighting Bhishma Pitama, although Bhishma was fighting on behalf of Kauravas, he was on the wrong side actually. But his mind was on Krishna. He was bound by his vow to fight for Kauravas, but his heart was with Krishna. So Bhishma Pitama was remembering Krishna all the time, and similarly Srila Prabhupada also always remembering Krishna all the time. But Srila Prabhupada gave us one warning here, that you have to do it with the heart. When you remember Krishna, how do you remember Krishna? By chanting the mantra. Let's do it together. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we have to remember the Krishna all the time. There is one analogy given by Lord Krishna, by Srila Prabhupada here. Prabhupada, you want to read loudly? One example.
One example often given is that of the
Caterpillar.
caterpillar that thinks of becoming a butterfly and so transform into a butterfly in the same life. Similarly, if we constantly think of Krishna, it is certain that at the end of our lives, we shall have the same bodily constitution as Krishna.
Beautiful analogy. A caterpillar wants to be butterfly. So caterpillar always focus I will become butterfly, and then it breaks that cocoon and comes out as a butterfly. Actually, caterpillar releases fibers from its saliva, and then it makes a cocoon out of it. And then when it comes out, then it becomes a butterfly. Actually, right? So similarly, here Srila Prabhupada says, if we constantly think of Krishna, it is certain that at the end of our lives, we'll also be butterfly, which means we'll also go to Krishna one day. But we have to focus on Krishna. So we have to constantly do our work at the same time. Keep on chanting Satatam Kirtayantam Mam Yatantascha Dradvrata. All the time we do our work and at the same time we chant Krishna's name. You might be a doctor, you might be an engineer, you might be a professor, you might be pharmacist or a student or a housewife, doesn't matter. What do you do? Whatever you are doing, nothing, you don't have to give up your work. Krishna says, Tasmat Sarveshu Kaleshu Mam Anusmarana Yudhecha. So just do your work. What do? Add Krishna in it. When you add Krishna in it, it becomes more sweet. When you chant Krishna's name, you have to chant it with heart and soul. Here, Srila Prabhupada gives one warning to us here. Here, you see?
In Bengal, it is said, Bhajan karo, sadhan karo, mokte janle. But you may be very great devotee. That's all right. But if you tasted at the time of your death, how will you remember Krishna? That will be the test taker. At the time of death, it will forget. It will become parrot-like. Just like parrot, he chants also, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. But when the cat catches the neck, cat, 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 no more Krishna, no more Krishna. So, artificial practice will not help. Then cat, there's a papapulita bhakti, kanthavaro dhanavidhari, smaranam kutasya. So, from the very beginning, we have to practice Krishna consciousness if we are actually serious to go back to home, back to God. Not that, let it be left for 2 or 3 years before death. No, it is not safe. It is not safe.
So Srila Prabhupada is saying it's not easy if you just try to practice Krishna consciousness just before. Some people say we are very young. What is the point in remembering Krishna now? But it will come when you practice at the start from the young age. From the young age, we have to start remembering Krishna. If we practice, then we'll remember in the examination. Otherwise, it will not be. And Prabhupada gave an example of a parrot. Parrot also you can train to chant Hare Krishna. But when the cat comes and catches the parrot won't be able to chant Krishna's name. Similarly, when we chant Krishna's name, we have to chant it with our all heart and soul. Let's do it together. Can we all do together? Let's close your eyes, sit straight, neck in the line with the back. Fold your hands if you can. And with your all heart and soul, we chant together. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Thank you so much. It is said in all the scriptures, as I mentioned, Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam also, there's a nice shloka. It says that Etavan Sankhya Yogabhyam Swadharma Parinishthaya Janma Labha Param Pumsham Ante Narayana Smriti. What does it say? Ante Narayana Smriti. So the perfection of life is when at the time of the final moment, which is the test moment. We can remember Krishna. So that is the final test. And if we can do that, we are passed. Otherwise, no. So this human form of life is very rare form of life. After many, many births, we get this human form of life. Durlabha Manava Janma Labhiya Samsare. This Manushya Janma, this human form you get after passing through the 8,400,000 type of species. It's not that easy to get a human life. So we should use this human form of life for serving and remembering Krishna. It's very nice bhajan which says here, I have a bhajan here we sang earlier today. It says, Bhajahu re man Shri Nanda Nandana Abhaya Charanar Vindare Durlabha Manav Janama Satsangi Taro he Bhava Sindure Sita Atap Bhat Barisan Edin Jamini Jagire Bifale Sevinu Kripana Durjana Chapala Sukhalab Lagire Edhana Yaubana Putra Parijana Ithe ke ache paratiti re Kamala dala jala Jivana talamala Bhajahu Haripad Niti re Shravana Kirtana Smarana Vandana Pad Sevana Dasya Pujana Sakhi Jana Atma Nivedana Govinda Das Abhilashe. So this bhajan says that, hey mind, you got this human form of life after many, many births. Please don't waste this life behind the materialistic living. It says, Sita Atap Bhat Barisan. In the winter or in the summer, in the rainy season or otherwise, people are working very hard for what? Chapala Sukhalab Lagile. Everybody is thinking that working hard I will be happy. But it's not so. Edhana Yaubana Putra Parijana Ithe ke Athe Parati. You think that this wife, this children, this society will give you happiness. But it's not so. Don't think that the people around you will give you happiness. The same thing which give you happiness will give you the misery. This body you think is very making you happy. Just wait for a few more years when you get disease. The same body which will giving you happiness is going to give you the misery. The same children whom you are thinking that they are source of happiness may be the source of problems in your life. So don't think. Here's Govinda Das saying, Kamala dala jala jivana talamala bhajavu hari pada niti re. So, as a water drop cannot stop on a leaf of lotus, water drop cannot stand, it just falls down. Similarly, you cannot hold on this life forever. Can you? It's just going to go away in a fraction of a second. So he says, Bhajahu Haripada Niti. Just spend this life for Shravana Kirtana Smarana Bandhana Pad Sevana Dasya Pujana Sakijana Atma Nivedan Govinda Dasa Abhilasha. So life should be spent for Shravana, remembering, hearing about Krishna, Kirtana, talking about Krishna, Smarana, remembering Krishna, praying to Krishna, Pada Sevana, serving Krishna, Dasyare, becoming servant of Krishna. Now, we are also servants, but servant of family, servant of society. It's no use. Vifale sevinu kripana durjana. You're wasting your life in serving so many unnecessary things. So better remember Krishna, because when the final moment will come, nobody will help you. Who will help? Krishna will come and help you. We saw with so many examples. Krishna always comes and helps his devotees. Bhishma Pitamaha, Gajendra. Even by mistake you chant Narayana, Krishna will come and save you. He will never give your association. And our Srila Prabhupada's life is a real example. So, dear friends, if you're really serious about your life, then try to chant every day Krishna Nama, because only thing which will come with you is this. Nothing else will come you. The children will stay here, the wife and the husband will stay here, your degrees and titles will stay here. But as we have seen through many examples, that your bhakti will come with you. Krishna Nama will come with you. Thank you so much for your kind attention. Let's do the आरती. श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. आइए सब लोग आगे आ जाइएगा. We'll do the आरती ceremony. Krishna Krishna Shrimade Bhakti संकेत कहेंगे. संकेत ले जाओ प्रभु.